Everyone usually upgrades structures to be really huge, but me, I want to make the smallest structures in the world. 1 block by 1 block. Well, almost. And at the same time build everything as accurately as possible, or at least as close as I can. We're gonna have a total of 5 mini structures, and I want to build them somewhere around here. But the terrain here is, to put it mildly, pretty uneven. First, we need to remove all the dirt. We also need to level the ground a bit because some small ravines have formed. And now, with our entire area ready, we can mark out where everything will go. Here, we're going to have the first mini structure. 7 by 7 blocks. Here's 4 more. And in my opinion, the most interesting one will also be 7 by 7 blocks. We'll place it for the ending. Let's start with the first structure. Here, we're supposed to have an underwater monument. Yeah, you heard that right. So we grab some buckets and get plenty of milk. Oh, I think that's a bit too much. Now let's head to the water monument. Yeah, the build is small, but we'll need at least a couple of blocks. We definitely need some sand. I'm not used to needing this few resources. Here's our temple. Look how huge it is. And I'm gonna build it in just 1 block. Well, almost, in 7. So, yeah, we got that effect right away. We need to find a way to swim in there carefully so we don't end up with a bad effect. Basically, we can just dig from underneath, right? What do you want from me? Leave me alone. All right, we'll stay right here. Let's dig some prismarine. We need this stuff. Okay, I think that's enough. We also need this other kind of prismarine. Yep, it didn't come without consequences. We need milk. A little more, and I think that'll do it. If you don't mind, I'll grab a couple more blocks of dark prismarine. I see you guys aren't very friendly, but I'm still gonna take it. Thanks. While we're here, I wanted to say everything's calm, but not really. Let's grab a little bit of seaweed for decorations. That's too much for us, though. To make it more interesting, we'll also grab some coral and sea cucumbers so our build looks cooler. Come here. I don't get it. Why didn't the item drop? Silk touch? Yes. Besides that, I'm currently making trapdoors. There aren't enough of them. I need more. Overall, I gathered all the necessary resources except 1 secret block. But I'll talk about it a bit later. First of all, we place sand at the bottom, like this. Then we put trapdoors around it, just like that. And of course, I mean that we need to close them all. Pum pum pum. Now we take prismarine walls and place one on the right and one on the left. Then make it narrower, then wider again, then narrower again, and wider again, and here in the middle. So far, it doesn't look like an underwater temple at all. Don't worry. Now we need some stairs. We place them around the perimeter of these pillars, like this. Oops. Pam pam. The middle shouldn't stay empty, so we'll just put 6 prismarine. What is it? Prismarine bricks? And as you can see, it's already looking much better. Let's add more details. Right here, we'll place 3 signs, one after another. Then we'll move up here, where we have dark prismarine. Now we put stairs all around, and you might think, that's it? But no, not even close. So we can fill this nicely with water without spilling it. We need some sort of border. For that, I'm going to use regular glass, but I changed its texture so it's invisible. Yeah, it's really glass. But while we're placing it, I'll just turn off the texture pack to make it easier. And we need to raise this by 5 blocks, something like that. Now we need to fill the aquarium with water, remove dirt, and wow! The aquarium is ready. But I'm not just gonna leave it like this. We need decorations. Right here, 3 sea pickles, and 4 behind them. We can throw in some coral, seagrass, this thing, I forgot what it's called. Remind me in the comments. Just like that, and down here. Our build is now finished, except for 1 block, the beacon. And it should go right here. Finally, we can craft ourselves a beacon and add this last element to our very first mini structure. Done! And I think it looks really good. This is just the first of 5 mini structures. The most interesting stuff is yet to come, so make sure you watch till the end. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to start on the biggest mini structure. Sounds weird, yeah. Right off the bat, we need the dirt we collected while leveling this area. Oh, and yeah, I totally forgot to mention, this is going to be a mini village. It's probably one of my favorite mini structures. It looks really cool, just like that. We also need some trapdoors, and just like in the first build, we close it up, okay? We don't really need a whole lot of resources for the village. Oh, I'm just gonna grab a bell, a bit of wheat, can't forget the hay. As for potatoes, we'll probably have to find them somewhere else. Maybe we'll plant a melon, it doesn't matter. You don't mind if I crash with you, do you? I like that. Well, I mean, the bed's really comfy. All the other resources are simple. Stone, planks, and other basic materials. First off, so we can find our way around the town, I want to lay down some little paths. It might be tough to explain the logic here, but trust me, it's there. Just watch what I'm doing with my hands. Like this. A bit further forward. This isn't the final version yet. I think I might have gone a little overboard with the roads, but it's gonna look really nice in the end. So we're gonna have a big corner house right here. We'll put a stair and directly across from it another stair, then 2 stairs next to each other. After that, place some regular cobblestone. I think you can see what kind of house this is. Basically a chunk made of stairs. A small little house, just a bit more, and it's done. These are like tiny windows, a cute little house. Now I want to make 2 small houses right here, side by side. It's like dreaming of living next door to your best friend. So pop, pop, and just like that, it's done. We'll live together with our friend. And this house is for some kind of successful slacker. Right here, I'd probably replace it with a normal block. Yeah, that way nothing shows through. I'm gonna sleep on a normal big bed. It's more comfortable that way. Next, I want to build a blacksmith shop. I'll place a furnace here, a wooden support, and then 2 upside down stairs. We don't need a path here, so I'll break this block and replace it with a regular one. We'll make the roof like this. I think now you see what kind of house it is. Next to it, we'll have the priest's house. At least that's what I have in mind. Right, now some fencing. I need to go up 1 block higher, up 4 blocks total. There we go. Perfect. A micro house. Once the grass turns green here, it'll look a lot nicer. Over here, I want a well. No village can exist without one. And right here, a small animal pen. Every village has one, 100%. Plus some hay bales so speedrunners can beat Minecraft. Then a tiny garden. I wanted potatoes, but all we've got is a melon, since we've never found any potatoes. Also, you know that central tree that stands out in the Minecraft villages? In our case, it's going to be an azalea. Ha! Well, of course, every village has its own bell. We also need a marketplace. Bam, 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 bam. And 1 little shop. Done. Admit it, we're missing some greenery. Everything is micro today, so we're gonna have micro trees too, just like these. I think they look pretty cool. We need some lighting in the village so zombies won't spawn. Just like that. A couple of flowers, some grass, more grass, bam, bam. You can never have too many flowers. I think this is an awesome mini village. Rate it in the comments. I really like it. You know what else I'd do? Come on, I'll show you. I think this little chicken will fit perfectly with our mini build concept. Come on in. Great. Now I'm totally convinced this project is finished. We have 3 mini structures left, and before we move on to the most interesting ones, trust me, you guys will love them. We're going to build a mine. Well, actually, you know those mine shafts underground with cobwebs and mine carts? Yeah, you got it right. Exactly those. Aside from the cobwebs and rails that I'll really need for the build, I'm also going to grab a mine cart with a chest. We don't really need to take this other junk. It's useless. And the wood, well, that doesn't matter to us either. But I'll grab it anyway, just in case. To make this project super nice, like mega nice, we also need to gather a bit of ore. Iron for decoration, and then a few others. Nah, we don't care about that one. Oh, redstone. Guys, I get it. Y'all want to come into my super beautiful cave, but you're just too big. Blah, blah, blah. We've got a little guy's hangout. 2 pieces of gold. If you're about 3 feet tall with a cap on, then you can come join us. Oh, shoot. We still need to find emeralds and diamonds. What the heck? Diamonds? Oh, and an emerald. Though there's only 1. Wait, here's another one. All right, get out of here. Remember how I made a bunch of buckets of milk? Now we need a bunch of buckets again, but this time filled with lava. Let's grab the buckets and unload this stuff. We need a total of 7 buckets. We can store them here. On the way back home, I also prepped some extra resources just in case. Okay, here we are. We even made it back alive. Well, except for that arrow in my arm, but that's normal. Since this is a mine, we have to lay down stone for the entire floor. We didn't bring trapdoors and lava buckets for nothing. There's going to be a lava lake here. We'll grab some stone and we can just pour the lava right here. Boom, done. Right here, let's lay rails across the minecart. We'll run the tracks almost all the way to the end and then start building up the landscape a bit. We're going to have a mountain here made of all sorts of different blocks. We'll alternate them so the mountain looks more interesting. Something like this. Bam, bam. We'll have a second level here, add some iron blocks, and we'll put rails up here too. And here will be the first minecart. Down below, we'll make these little wooden supports like you see in actual mines, and we'll place a minecart as well. We'll repeat all of that on top, roughly the same way, and we're almost done, though it's definitely not finished yet. For example, let's add some redstone here, and maybe another redstone block over here, and I think a little piece right there. Here we can place 1 emerald, and here's another emerald. We still have some iron left, and we can't forget diamonds. Also, we'll put another support here and a torch, so it's not too dark. Another torch here. And we have 3 cobwebs left. 1, 2, 3. I present to you our mini mine structure. How do you guys like it? Personally, I think it's really cool. That's the end of the easiest structures, and now we're moving on to the most interesting and challenging ones. When I found out about some of the stuff we'll be doing, I was totally blown away. I had no idea those things even existed. Right here is where the Nether Fortress will be. We'll save that for last. For now, we're heading into the Nether. Could I just once step out of my portal without something shooting at me? Please? We've already been here today. These are just regular bricks. I'm pretty sure everyone knows we'll craft slabs and walls with these bricks later. But what interests me most right now is the Crimson Forest. Remind me in the comments what it's actually called, because I've forgotten most of the names in this world. Just kidding, I remember this one. It's the Warped Forest, but we don't need that. This is it. We need to collect some of this red soil, plus these roots and the mushrooms too. Alright, who's even surprised by that anymore? I'm sure even an elephant could figure that out. Now they're coming after me even in the overworld? Are you kidding me? I really want to show you guys one super cool detail from this mini build, but first let's put together the biome itself. Since this is the nether, the floor is going to be made of this block. Wow, my pickaxe is super fast. This time our lava lake is going to be bigger because, well, it's the nether. We'll pour it in like this. And here, let's put up the nether fortress. These little bridges look just like the ones we ran across today. 1, 2, and then a step here. Now I need to build a terrain. 1 block here, 2 here, 3 here, and 1 there. We also haven't finished our castle yet. We'll place some signs on the sides, kind of like railings, because in the real fortress they have something similar, so we should too, just like that. The main thing is not to fall into the lava. Bam! So, as you probably realize, we can't do without trees. Bam! You saw a similar method earlier today when we built the village. A couple of mushrooms. How could we forget to add support so our whole bridge doesn't come crashing down? Perfect. Let's add some bushes. Bam, bam. And look. Ow, ow, ow. Just don't look at that part. Okay, calm down and check it out. Our structure is practically done, but here's a question. To get to the nether, we need what? Exactly. We need a nether portal. We don't have one here, but we can make something that looks a lot like it. So follow me. We need some wool, which will dye purple, and then we'll make a banner of that color. Bam! With 2 planks and 2 pieces of string, we'll craft a loom, and that's how we'll make our nether portal. Check it out. We put in the banner, add pink dye. First, we picked a stripe pattern for the banner. Then we put the banner back in, but now we add dark dye, purple. We choose the brick pattern. Next, we put the banner in a 3rd time, add a light colored dye, and choose this weird pattern. Finally, we add a border and then a horizontal stripe in the middle. Now tell me, what does that look like? It's a full-on nether portal. Here it is. Huh? What do you think? I think it looks awesome. And right in front of you, there's your mini nether. We only have 1 mini structure left, the Warden's City. This one should be really interesting and really dangerous. Why don't I have a helper to clean this stuff up for me? Life is tough. And honestly, I gotta say I have 0 desire to head down into that city. No big desire, no small desire, basically no desire at all. But I still want to show you guys this awesome structure, which means I'll have to risk my life a little. First off, we need to gather some regular sculk blocks. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my gosh. I brought some wool, but I'm not really liking these jokes anymore. Let's just block them out and grab more sculk blocks. Where's that coming from? It reacted. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, they're all over the place. We need to grab at least 1 sculk sensor. Hey, calm down. Your signals aren't reaching anybody, so you can signal all you want. In the meantime, I'll collect a few more sculk blocks. By the way, I need this mine too. Just 3. Oh, I already have 6. No big deal. Besides that, we also need some regular blocks, slabs, and a bunch of other materials. But there's something else I want to show you. I also, need this thing that summons the Warden. And lucky us, we can break it with a Silk Touch pickaxe. Alright, come on with me. Quiet. That's the Skulk Shrieker. Right, yeah. How could I forget? Everyone remembers that easy name, but along with some fun stuff, there's also some sad stuff. Anyway, even Bart had showed up, but that's not what I wanted to talk about. Ah, there he is, Shrek. Yeah, as you can see, I've been here before. Looks like he never found Fiona. He's wandering around all lonely. Just look at his sad face. But what I really wanted to mention is this portal. Or rather, the portal that could have been, but the developers didn't do anything with it. I'd love to take these blocks with me to recreate everything as accurately as possible. But in survival mode, there's just no way to harvest them. Alright, I'll quickly grab the remaining blocks and then let's get out of here. Here's our floor, but I think we should mix it up a little bit. Something like this. And in my opinion, this build has 2 super interesting details. We'll do those at the end, of course. Right now, let's make these different interesting corridors that we ran through. We'll just place them like this. Now, Skulk, Shrieker. We can place 1 too. And another one here. We'll also have a portal right here. Oh man, how did you get triggered? Probably because I placed a block next to you. I thought it only reacted to Skulk. We'll put a support here, then a stair and a slab. This time it didn't react. How does it work? Okay, let's put a second support and 2 trapdoors. Let's place a slab in the middle. We'll also put walls here and here. Let's finish the portal frame, like that. Skulk, 2 blocks, and we can hang a vine here. It's almost done, but not quite. First, we need to make the portal itself, and second, I need 2 mini chests. I think you can guess how we'll make them work. Stripes, then blue dye and bricks, then light blue dye and a weird pattern, black dye, a big frame, and a stripe. 1, 2, 3. Of course, it's not a real portal, but it's the best we can do in survival. Now, about those 2 little chests. Let me show you something. We craft this thing, and first 2 regular chests, though maybe 1 would have been enough. I installed a small data pack that lets us split big items into these small heads. It doesn't affect the game at all, just some minor decoration, and I think it's worth it. And the last sculpt block. Well, here you have it, an ancient city. We could really use a tiny warden here too. The main thing is that it doesn't summon anything.